Well, we're really excited about all of it. And yeah, we're doing it to kind of, because there are a lot of people in this high school that, like, everybody's excited about voting that we've been able to talk to, but a lot of them just don't know anything about the candidates. In fact, like, people have come up to Allie and have just been like, I don't know anything about them. Can you just like give me a crash course? So this is our way. Like, we're gonna have a minute speech by the precinct captains at the start of the caucus, so they'll get kind of that crash course that they were asking for, and we'll have posters up of their top 5 policies, so you get to see what you closely align with. And of course, it's going to be right before the voting day, so not only does it encourage people to actually get out there and vote, because I know that a lot of people at this age just choose not to because they don't think it's important, they don't think that their vote is important, but especially in Massachusetts, which is a democratic state, but you should be able, we're trying to encourage people to exercise their right and really get excited about voting and get excited about these candidates and want to even maybe go out and rally for them or something like that. Just getting people more involved throughout the rest of their lives, because maybe they'll move somewhere else where it's, a swing state, or and it's just
Yeah, and I think people know a lot. They know a lot about Trump, they know a lot about Bernie, but there's all these other people. We're representing 10 candidates, and most people only know about 2, and even the stuff they know about the 2 isn't entirely true or isn't entirely up to date. So I think it'll be really interesting to hear directly from the students who are acting as precinct captains of what they have to say and why that candidate gets their imaginary vote, because a lot, like Lily said, a lot of the people that are advocating for the candidates are underclassmen that won't be able to vote, but a lot of the issues that are important to us as young people would be climate, would be healthcare, would be education.
College tuition.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be addressed, and we're going to be able to specifically talk about those types of issues and kind of give people a broad idea, hopefully in a short period of time, because we don't really have we sent out an email giving all the websites to each candidate, and probably nobody's gonna go and look at each website of each candidate.
They'll barely check the school emails in general.
And very rarely people actually watch the debates. I mean, some people in our AP Gov watch the debates, but not really, and not even everybody has to take a government class. So, but then again, not everybody has to take a government class, yet everybody should vote.
Right.
So we need to,
you.
yeah, and I've heard people talking about, what about Walsh, and they don't even know he dropped out. So, it'll be interesting to see what we can get people to know.
Our main goal is to make sure that everybody who's voting, and hopefully as many people as possible will, they're educated and they know what that ballot box. I think that's a big priority for Monomoy and
My vote.
Hey, again, I want you to give a round of applause to all the political action, the people behind you. I think they did a great job. They organized. I mean, yes, they all went to Iowa and they saw one in action, and that's where they got the idea and said, hey, we should do this back home. And they made it happen, and the administrator supported it, and you guys got to do it. And so I think that's really awesome. But I'm curious if you have any questions about any of the candidates or any of the process. As they announced to you, Klobuchar dropped out just today, just really hours before the polls open for Super Tuesday. Super Tuesday tomorrow is not just Massachusetts voting, but it's 14 states voting. It is 1/3 of all the delegates that are being committed to the national conventions are being committed tomorrow. So the 4 states that have voted so far represent somewhere around 5% of all the delegates. I think it's actually less. I think it's closer to 4. But tomorrow, it's like 4 times as big a deal as everything that's happened so far. So what happens tomorrow is going to give us a much better idea of what it's going to look like going forward. Who the nominee that's going to go against President Trump will be. We can be confident that President Trump is going to be the Republican nominee, but we're going to find out a lot more about who the Democratic nominee is going to be tomorrow. And all that shifted with Klobuchar dropping out today and endorsing Biden, Buttigieg dropping out yesterday, Steyer dropping out yesterday.
I just want to thank all of you guys for coming. I really urge you all to research candidates on your own. We tried to cover as much as we could, but we don't have all the time in the world. So if you're interested in any particular candidate, I definitely encourage you to look them up, watch some YouTube videos on them, and kind of try to learn more about them. you lost the sheet that has all the candidates' policies on them and you want another one, you can look over before voting. You can come grab one from the front table over here.
And just as a reminder, again, primaries are tomorrow, so just remember to get out and vote for those.
Also, a good resource is Politico. That pretty much has all of the issues, pretty much in a list for every candidate. I know, like, a lot of you guys may not think that this is something that influences you, but it really does. We're all going to be adults or already adults. So, you know, this is kind of the first step into becoming like active citizens. And this is really interesting for all of us back here. And we just hope that we can make this as interesting for all of you guys because, you know, this is our country and like we all have to live here and deal with the policies that the leaders we voted make